After I've made sure the machine is unplugged, I take the 2 screws out of the back, then I can remove the top, remove the detergent tray, take out the 4 screws that hold on the control panel. Now I can flip it over, disconnect the wiring harness on the back, and then we can remove the crossbar that goes from the front to the back. Now I'm going to grab a pair of needle nose pliers, find the door seal spring, pull that off and tuck the door seal inside the washing machine. Once the pump has been fully drained, we're going to remove the access door and the housing. This one is just held on by a couple clips. Then open the door, remove the 2 Phillips head screws that hold on the lock switch assembly, close the door, lean the machine back, and remove the 3 screws on the bottom of the panel. Lean the machine down, remove the 4 screws across the top. Now I can use a flathead screwdriver to just push down the retainer clips, and the front should just slide right off. Now I'm going to remove the 6 screws that hold on the top crossbar. Be sure not to break your wire tie clips. Whenever you go to put this back together, you'll have to put them back in there. Just grab a pair of needle nose pliers and you can just squeeze the tips of them and they'll push straight back out through the holes. Now remove the detergent housing drawer from the door seal and the outer tub by taking off the clamps to the hoses. Now we're all going to have to run to our neighbor's house, grab our 10mm socket, and remove these 6 bolts that hold on the counterweight. Got to be careful taking these things off because they're kind of flimsy. Now I can remove the inner door seal retainer ring with a Phillips head screwdriver, so that's the one good thing Samsung did. Next, got to remove the recirculation pump hose on the left side of the tub. Then remove the 10mm bolt that holds on the shock to the left side. Then we're going to move over to the right side, do the same thing. Now I'm going to remove the housing for the pressure switch hose, then take off the clamp and remove the hose. It's extremely important to always reroute these hoses exactly how they came off to prevent damage to the hose, which can cause your machine to overfill and flood your house. Now I'm going to take off these 3 wires at the bottom to disconnect the heating element. Hopefully our 10mm socket hasn't disappeared so we can remove the front half of the outer tub. Another surprisingly convenient feature of Samsung. Next I'm going to remove the pump by removing the clamp off of this bellow, then disconnecting the bellow. Then we're going to disconnect the clamp from the drain hose and take off the drain. Then remove the 2 Phillips head screws that hold the pump housing to the bracket. And we can go ahead and pull the whole entire pump out. Unclip the cover to the wire terminals and then you can fold that back and disconnect the wires. That's pretty much everything on the front half of this washing machine. You want to see why nobody wants to change bearings? I'm going to show you that next.